Good afternoon, people. Welcome to my channel, Mallorca Under the Sun, and I am live here in Puerto Pollensa. I'm just going to give it a few seconds to see if anyone is going to come on live. If you can hear me, if you can see me, please let me know in the live chat box. Now, I have to firstly apologise for the weather here. I left Palma and it was bright sunshine this morning, and the weather forecast said it was going to be sunny over here too, but as you can see, the weather isn't fantastic. It's very grey. There's a blanket of clouds, and I did give it the extra 10 minutes hoping it would lift, and I am afraid it just hasn't. So apologies everyone for the grey video today. Now do let me know in the comments if you can hear me okay. I'm going to start my walk. Let me Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Mallorca Under the Sun, and I'm here live in a very cloudy Puerto Pollensa. Des, hi, lovely to see you. Thank you very much for commenting. I'm glad that at least that is working. Now, just to let you all know, when I left Palma a couple of hours ago, there was bright sunshine. My weather app said it was going to be bright sunshine up here too. I get up here, I pop into Pollença town to the market, and I just see this blanket of cloud descending, and it hasn't lifted. So I do really apologise, everyone. I did promise you sunshine, but instead I bring you clouds. But that's not a problem. Let's turn this around. Gary, hi, I can see Gary, I can see Tony as well. Also Amanda and Nigel and Carrie as well. Glyn, hello, how are you? I hope you've managed to sneak away from work to watch this. Welcome everyone. Okay, so I'm down here, I'm about midway on the Pine Walk here. I haven't walked all the way to the end, and I'll explain in just a second, but as you can see down this side here, if you keep walking along here, this is the very famous Pine Walk down here in Pollença, and it's this walking route that takes you all the way to the end of the pine trees, which is just kind of like over here somewhere. But we're going to head into the port itself. Des, you're saying it's cloudy in Northamptonshire. Can't be any worse than it is here, I have to say. Guys, I'm so sorry. Honestly, if this was a paid for tour, you'd all be asking for your money back. Ali, hello, how are you doing? I can just see you've popped on too. So it's such a shame, guys, that it's not sunny, because then you would be able to see how lovely and clear this water is. But with this huge carpet of clouds, I'm afraid it just isn't. But on the upside, now normally when I do my lives, I have to walk in the other direction because the sun is blazing down right ahead of me. So you're going to get a slightly different perspective of the resort today, because I can actually film into the sun. And I doubt very much if it's going to make any kind of miraculous appearance anytime soon. Now, I'm guessing that many of you are looking at booking holidays at the moment. If you're looking at Puerto Pollença, I made a mini guide back at the back end of October. So please, after this live, please go and check it out. Hi, Mike and Liz, I can see you have joined the live too. Lovely to have you here. Now, one of the reasons I absolutely love and adore this resort is because of this lovely promenade and this walkway here. And in the summer you have these beautiful little beaches that you can just jump off the main Pine Walk and dive onto. Anne, hello, I can see Admin Anne. Admin Anne from the Facebook group, lovely to have you here, Anne. Are you saying the clouds has reached Palma now as well? Well, I feel a little bit better about that. Now, I'm sure, as Des has said actually, that many of you have done this walk many times before, but you're seeing it from a completely different perspective, and you're seeing it in winter. And my goodness, the port really has closed down big time. It is January. It's January the 23rd, I do believe, today. And it's interesting to see what these resorts do look like in the winter. There is a little bit of life here. Now, as you can see, look, just behind me, you've got these lovely accommodations, and you can come and rent them privately as well. Not just the big hotels that you can stay in. So, I mean, this really is Just such a, I mean, just imagine guys, look, you're renting one of these properties and look what you wake up to in the morning. Hopefully sunshine actually, not today. So you're going to have to use a fair bit of imagination here as we're going along along the port here. You're coming to, I can see someone saying you're coming to Mallorca in mid-February. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your whole message. It's super hard to read and walk. Now, all along this area here, in the summer, you'll see in my little guide to Puerto Pollensa, you have little restaurants here, and you have decking out the front here. And it is, I mean, this resort is so unique, I think, over and above so many of the others here on the islands. But you can see it's a Sunday afternoon and there are people out for a Sunday afternoon stroll. And we're all wrapped up here as well because I think the weather today, I think it's about 10 or 11 degrees. It's not warm, it has to be said. And the nights here at the moment are absolutely, I have to say, freezing cold. It really does feel like the UK at the moment. Ali, I will address your vaccination question in just a second. But yeah, I mean, if you're coming out in the next couple of months, oh look, you've got a local port cat here. Oh, poor thing. I think he's hoping this restaurant will open up again. Anyway, now if you are coming out here in January or February, expect things to be very quiet down here. I mean, normally you'll see this is normally a hive of activity. You've got this lovely little tapas restaurant and you have an ice cream shop here. And unfortunately, the guy's just sneezed. You say Jesus over here. You say, when someone sneezes, you say Jesus, you don't say bless you. Anyway. Caroline, is that you? You're on my live as well. Welcome. Lovely to have you here too. So look guys, I'm just going to stop here because now many of you who have come over to Puerto Pollensa in the past, check this out. I'm in a ghost town. Everything, almost everything is closed. And you know, of course, this lovely little ice cream shop, Gelati Mossa as well, just to my right hand side, even that is closed as well. Alison, hello, lovely to see you. Now, I don't know about you guys back home, but I cannot wait for spring. I'm not even saying summer, just spring would be nice. At the moment, you know, I'm going to bed with a hot water bottle. It's absolutely freezing at night here at the moment. Maybe I'm oversharing, but it really is. It gets down to about like, I don't know, 7 or 8 degrees on the evening here. And it is really, really quite chilly. So if you are coming out, you know, don't bring your flip-flops and shorts, just bring your winter wear. Now, I'm sure some of you will recognise this hotel here. I'm standing outside the Cispins. And of course it's all locked up for the winter, but let's go and have a look at the sign and see when it's going to open up for the new season. Now this is such a gorgeous hotel. Oh look, okay, so season opening is going to be in April. So I think, you know, end of March time you're going to see the hotel starting to gear up, the restaurant going to start opening up. It's going to start getting really busy down here, so I'm really looking forward to coming back here at the start of the season so you guys can come and check it out. Now, as many of you know as well, the Cispins, they have a cappuccino cafe, which is just across the way here. Michelle, hello from Scotland. You're heading over to Calabona. I'm going to get down to Calabona at some point. I'm not sure if you want to see an empty Calabona though. You'll have to let me know. But all along this front here, when the season does start, you're going to have these lovely little cafes and lovely little cafe areas. And the absolute beauty of this resort here is that you can just roll onto the beach. So I just hear someone say this, it was actually busy out here last week. What happened? What did I miss? Maybe it was the sunshine. But I mean, you can see that everything, just everything here is closed up for the winter. But there is something open here. Look, I see some life. Now, this restaurant here, this is the Pascalino, and it's open. We have an open restaurant. So if you do happen to be coming down here in the next few weeks, you can actually come down here and get yourself everything from paella to a fried breakfast. So they really do serve absolutely everything here. Gary, I just caught a comment to say you're off to Calamilor. I will try and get out there as well, definitely. I've got some videos to make over that way. Let's just take a little look across the bay actually while we're here. I've seen quite a few people out on their boats today. Quite a few people out fishing as well, but my goodness. I think you're going to have to turn up the brightness on your TV if you're watching this on TV. I can't believe how grey it is. Okay, we're coming up to the Miramar here. I mean, this is another beautiful historical hotel here. Very, very iconic here in Puerto Pollensa, and the next opening day is the 1st of April, so everything is going to open up then. Of course, over here we've got the kids' playground as well. If you're coming out here with kids, there's a little kids' play area which is on the beach. So if you want to go to the beach and ignore your children for a while, this is the beach to come to. You can pitch up on the beach, let your kids play, and that is absolutely fantastic. There are a lot of beaches actually in Mallorca that have kids' playgrounds on them too. So definitely worth checking those out, especially St Elm's, another really good place to go, and Camp Tamar. They actually have playgrounds on the beach too. Okay, so we can see there's a pizzeria open over here on the corner too. And there's an ice cream shop. I love it, look. Faith, hello, lovely to see you. I missed your comments, I'm sorry, I just saw your name pop up. I think we have the Diana Hotel here as well. I can't see the sign, but I'm pretty sure it's the Diana or Dana. But there's a little bit of life over here. Now we're just heading towards the port area, so I'm kind of hoping it's going to be just a little bit more lively. I can't guarantee it, but and look, there's some more places open here as well. Okay, so if you are coming down, there is a little bit of life here. And someone's just commented that it's actually the best time of year to visit Mallorca. Now, if you really are, if you're living in the city, if you're wanting to get out of wherever you are at the moment, you can't be visiting the city, the island in the winter. All the beaches are empty. You can go for long walks along them. Lovely, lovely mountain hikes. You can check out the cities, you can sightsee, you can go and check out the old towns, and it really is absolutely lovely. Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a little look up here. Now, right, let me go a little bit further up before I turn the camera around. Now, this port, you can see so many little local fishing boats. Weekend cruises are a huge thing down here, not just to go fishing, but just taking your boat out with your family. And I love these little Mallorquin boats here. I mean, just check these out, really, really cute. Ian, you're recommending somewhere called Stay, which is lovely for a tapas lunch. I'm gonna come down here for a few meals, I think, as we go into the spring. Come and check out some nice places to eat. I mean, this is just a fantastic town. Now, a few updates from the island. I saw in the press this morning they're talking about upping the tourist tax. Now, I have had an email about it. It's rumoured that it may go up to €7 per day, but at the moment, it currently stands at around €1 to €4, depending on what kinds of accommodation you are staying in. Now, it's a rumour at the moment, so I wouldn't go worrying about something that hasn't actually happened yet, but it's something that came out of out of the EU. It's something that they want to make EU-wide, and this tourism tax is then used for environmental issues and keeping everything really really sustainable. It's for sustainability on the island. Des, you've just said what? Yes. Tourism tax is a thing, and it's not going to, I mean, we'll wait and see until it happens, Des, because it's something that the EU want to make EU-wide. They want to up that rate, but whether or not that's going to happen here in Mallorca is a completely different issue. I'm just giving you some quite nice views here, actually. Even on a cloudy day, the port does look quite lovely. Now, talking about not worrying about things until they happen, the whole vaccine issue. Okay, so if you're coming from the UK, you still have to be double vaxxed before you come on a holiday here in Mallorca. And again, you're going to have 14 days after that vaccine to be able to enter the island. Now, I know a lot of you are coming out here with children who do not want to get vaccinated. Once again, let's not worry about things until they happen, but maybe this rule might get lifted as we go on into the summer. Looking back at the past 2 years, the rule books were pretty much thrown out the window when we got to the end of June. So, I mean, the same could happen again. My advice is, if you're in that situation, just don't book your holiday yet. If you are double vaxxed and you plan on coming out, well, you know, go ahead and book your holiday. So it's just one of these things that there's so many changes going on at the moment that we're expecting an update as well in a couple of weeks with restrictions that are going on here on the island. So, right, let me just flip this back round. I think I've just walked myself into the port area. Hang on a second. I'm going to have to do a bit of ducking and diving to get... Oh, here we go. I'm actually outside the Tourist Information Office. There's a huge tourist info here, which I'm just coming up around the side of. Of course it's shut. So, you know, with regards to being vaxxed, I'm not sure whether they're going to again roll that out Europe-wide to make sure only people can travel who have been double vaxxed. I mean, it's hard to say, but in the UK at the moment, if you're 12 years old and above, you have to have that double vaccine. And also, just to add as well, that I do believe that recovery certificates are not accepted from the UK. Do not ask me why. But it's because I'm guessing that the UK is now a third country. So those like lenient rules that you do have in the EU don't apply anymore. Now, I'm hoping we're going to have a summer without COVID testing. If you are having to get a lateral flow test before you get back to your country, there's a test centre just here. But at the moment, pre-departure testing has been dropped down here. Well, it has been dropped from the UK. So if you're going back to the UK, you have to get your day 2 test, your day 2 lateral flow test when you get back to England. Yeah, Ali, I know it's sad, but you know, this is January, and I'm quietly confident that things are going to open up pretty much as normal. I can't promise, but judging by the past few years, I think they are going to open up. I cannot see Spain turning away tourism, considering it's their main source of revenue. So Let's see, but look, everything here is closed. I literally wasn't expecting Puerto Pollença to be this closed. Now, if you are coming down here on holiday, it's not just the Pine Walk and those little beaches that we saw, but you have this huge beach here and another playground too for kids. Parents, you want to be getting yourselves down this side of the beach. Ah, look, was it Ian mentioned a place called Stay? It's just down here, just at the end of this walkway here, just there. Really good tapas restaurant apparently. So let's just have a little look at the beach here. Yeah, Des, things will be better at Easter. I'm absolutely convinced of it. Hi Tilly from Toronto. What is the approximate temperature? And Stephen, you're heading to Puerto Pollença on Easter Sunday. Fantastic. Yeah, it's 10 degrees here. It's not nice at the moment. It will get warmer as we roll into February, I'm hoping, and by March spring would have hit. But as you can see, look, this beach is huge, and it does arch all the way around this bay here, and then it tails off into a much thinner beach, which people tend to windsurf and kite surf from. Now, all along this beach here, during the summer months, you get sunbed rentals as well, and umbrella rentals too. Obviously, they've all been taken off. Glyn, have you just super chatted me? Thank you so much. Oh, bless you. I'm amazed, actually. This is such a terrible life. It's so gloomy. So thank you very much, Glyn. It's much appreciated. Now, look, you can actually look how clear the water is today. If only that sun was shining. By the way, can I just ask all 52 people that are on this live, can you please give me a thumbs up? I'd much appreciate it. Just helps to roll this live out to others who also want to see how gloomy Mallorca is today. And look, Stay is open. Now this must be one of the best places to come. I mean, this is a lovely location. I hope you can still hear me. Des, it is cold here. I'm not going to lie. I've got my coat on. I actually had to put a warmer coat on. I had a different coat on before. Okay, so this is basically where everyone is coming at the moment in Puerto Pollença to eat. So if you're over here in these wintry months, this is the place to be. And as you can see it's cold because everyone is completely wrapped up. $14 degrees in, was it Can Mael, and the sun's out. Seriously. I'm going to drive home now actually, and I'm going to see that the sun is out just about everywhere but here. Okay, let me head to the end of this pier. Now, as you can see, it's quite funny actually. I've just been to, I'll just turn this around. I've just been to Pollença town, and I bumped into a really lovely French family with their little daughter, and they're thinking of moving here from London. And I had to explain to them that life on the island here, it's not all sandcastles and flip-flops. You know, like today, for example, the weather isn't always amazing. I mean, it normally is, but just not today. So let me just quickly ping this around one more time just so you can get a good view of the mountains. Now, up behind the hills of Puerto Pollença here is a lovely and absolutely beautiful lookout point to check out the Cap de Formentor. And it's only about sort of about 5 to 10 minutes drive, if that. And you can take the road all the way as well. I'll just point somewhere over here, over to Formentor. and a new hotel on the beach is actually being built by Four Seasons, and it's the really grand Hotel Formentor. So I think that might actually be opening this summer. But I mean, there's tons of stuff to do around Puerto Pollensa if you are thinking of coming out. Not only do you have this fantastic resort, and I can guarantee it will be a lot busier in a few months' time, but just down the road here, over here you have got Alcudia Old Town. To my right, a little bit through the mountains here, you have Pollença Old Town as well, and then of course you've got Alcudia Resort too. Michelle, I can just see, of course I'll do a live from Calabona and Calamior. Definitely, I'll be doing that soon. So yeah, there's so much here, and you can get the public buses as well. You don't have to jump on taxis, into taxis or anything like that. You can get around quite cheaply if you do not want to hire a car. So I mean, you know, this is just fantastic, and I mean, what a location. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning out here. Literally, it's one of my favourite places on the island. Okay guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Yep, it's cold, it's January, it's Puerto Pollensa, but I mean, it's still looking nice even in the gloomy weather. I hope you've enjoyed my live. Quickly to take the opportunity as well, just to tell you, go and check out my new website, MallorcaUnderTheSun.com. I'm going to be loading many more articles about Mallorca onto there, so if you'd rather actually read about the island, go and check those out, and I'll include some handy links in those articles to other places on the internet as well, so that you might find useful. I will also be heading off to Pollença as well. I've got a video to finish making. I'm going to have to go back there on a sunny day to film part 2 of it as well, but I've got that coming up in the future. And I also have a few travel guides coming out too. Please check out my Palma Nova travel guide, which I uploaded last night, and I've got a couple more on there too, for Alcudia and Puerto Pollença, and for Scilly Yacht and Sacoma, so do go and check those out. Okay everyone, have a fantastic Sunday wherever you are watching in the world. Thanks very much for joining me, I really appreciate it, and I shall see you on the next video. Goodbye for now.